Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yisrael. The game is Star Trek Online, and welcome to Tribble Timewarp Live. We are looking today at the Herald Sphere. This is the new 5-man instance. Have a quick look at the setup first. We are dealing with a Phantom Intel escort, pretty much stock build, Mark 12 setup. Give me a second.
Welcome.
Helps if I have Twitch muted. I'm feeding back into my own video. Whoops. Oh well. Details. Okay, so let's get the queue going. There are 3 modes for this one: normal, enhanced, and elite. Somewhere in here? The Herald Sphere. Here we are. Normal, advanced, elite. Iconian Mark rewards. So the Gateway Network gives them a tactical advantage. If we need to win, we need to disrupt the gates before they can drop heralds. These are the new server to race. And there's a team to infiltrate the Iconian Sphere. They need our ship. We're so totally dead. Prepare your crew. You're either going to succeed or die trying. Ay vey. Right. Let's start by queuing for normal. There's only 2 people in the queue, so while that's waiting, let's have another quick look, because of course there have been some few other changes. The pilot tree has been expanded. You can now have this as either primary or secondary. Primary trees have access to all 4 tiers. Secondary trees, if you wish, you can activate, but you only have access to tiers 1 and 2. So, Command, Intelligence, Pilot, and Commando have, I believe... Nope, Commando still needs to be expanded. That is still secondary only. Presumably Cryptic will expand it at some point. Excuse me for a moment. Hello, Tuscan. Welcome aboard. Excuse me. Right, that's better. Okay, so, Pilot, while we're waiting. So, what have we got? Now, tiers 1 and 2 are much as they always were. So you have Reckless Abandon, Rock and Roll, Desperate Flight, etc, etc. I still need to figure out how to get myself damaged, because 20% hull, 20% terminate and speed bonus, that could be useful for setting a few impulse records. However, on the side note, turn the other cheek, space skill. If you take damage, you have a temporary boost to shield harness on the opposite facing. So if you're taking fire forwards, your after shields get reinforced and vice versa. This obviously means that you are expected to turn rapidly. On damage, reduces damage by 10% at base, 5% enhanced, 10% at the advanced mode, and then at rank 3 we have got 20% hardness. Not too shabby at all. Turn the other chip becomes active on all 4 facings at the same time. In other words, if you really are getting royally hammered, you get a brief period of invulnerability, and you're gonna need it. 2 seconds in every 30. Of course, 3 seconds later, you're right back to getting hammered, unless you've got rank 2, in which case, well, you get 4 seconds and then 26 seconds to reflect on the fact that the last 4 seconds of your life were probably the best, and most certainly the last. We've also got dangers. How many Top Gun references are we gonna get? Okay, granted, Rock and Roll was a First Contact reference, but hey, Top Gun references. This time, Danger Zone. Bonus damage output for every foe within 2 kilometers. Someone wants you flying this thing like Ben Sisko. Does not apply to mines, turrets, or targetable torpedoes. Interesting that. So, no abusing this with a high-yield Tri-Cobalt or a Bioneural. Wingman, each friend or foe within 2 kilometers of your ship gives you a damage bonus, can stack up to 10 times maximum, plus 2%. So if you somehow get a death ball of 10 ships, you're going to be doing an extra 20% damage. Not too shabby. Immune to 1 warp core breach as long as this is active. That would have saved me so many times against Borg cubes. And impulse drafting. You have a defense bonus on that free stack of Danger Zone, 1% defense, so that's potentially up to 10% defense. Of course, there's a rank 2 version, impulse drafting 2, you get up to plus 20%. So, tier 4, the really good stuff. Bob and Weave. An enemy misses you in combat, you take the opportunity to hit them right back. Critical severity. Oh boy. Oh, I can see this being used in a high defense, high crit build. Can you imagine this on an intelligence escort? Or worse yet, an intelligence warbird that's stuffed to the gunnels with Romulan officers. That could be so much fun. So, what do you get? So, Critical success is increased for each stack of bomb and weave up to 10 max, plus 2%, going up to potentially plus 20%, but a successful critical hit will remove all stacks of the buff. So ideally, you actually want to hold off shooting. That's almost an openness skill, isn't it? Not really something you could rely on for an alpha strike, more like a little bit of bonus damage. Lone Wolf, any players on your team that within 10 kilometers will automatically placate foes near them when you activate this, and you are the only valid target in rate. Oh boy. Oh dear. Haha. Whoops. That's interesting. Okay, and if they continue dealing damage, it wears off quickly, but oh boy, you might not be alive much longer. Plus 50% defense. So basically, take that, slap on evasive maneuvers on top. You might actually be unhittable for a brief period. And if push comes to shove, there's always reverse shield polarity. Meanwhile, shield scraping, basically fly like Ben Sisko again. Flying at high speed into the shields of an enemy drains theirs, and then I imagine if we go over to the next rank, bingo. No, you may only scrape against an enemy once per second, but any enemy recently scraped will be immune to further scraping for 10 seconds. So, no. So that's very much a get close to them and kick them up the backside. Okay, so that's the new pilot tree. Some interesting options. That Lone Wolf option, oh, that is either going to make for some epic tanking moments, or it's going to get a lot of people very dead very quickly. One or the other, not sure which. Right, how are we doing on the queue? Let's have a look. Let me see. Herald Sphere, Herald Sphere, Herald Sphere. It's right the way down the bottom, annoyingly. The Herald Sphere. We are at 3 players. Come on, guys, get yourselves in. So, let's go for a little wander. Obviously, our space dock is more or less unchanged. Bit emptier than usual. Maybe I should start doing my speed trials here instead. Less lag, although I do have a mission up on Foundry posting. And of course we also have the new... Wait, what the... Excuse me a second. For one thing, I didn't have the music set that loud. Why has that suddenly sorted itself out? Music volume 54%. Nope, we'll have the back down. And for the second thing, ye gods! What on earth? Right, that's a little bug with the assimilated console, isn't it? Okay, and also, it's the master volume that suddenly crept up. Give me a second. Options. Yeah, master volume suddenly back up to 85%. I normally only keep it down to about 20%. Apologies to any eardrums I have just blown out. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Apply OK. Interesting. Equally interesting is this. Right, let's clear the board console for a second. Disable visuals. And okay, so that's happy. And it's also significantly yoinked up the Aegis noises as well, so we'll just disable those likewise. So back to plain vanilla. Right, let's try re-enabling the board console. Enable visuals. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Right, that's a new one. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Okay, we'll just get that out of the way for a moment. There we go, we have 5. That's what you get. Engaged. We'll try this on normal to see what the plot does, and then we'll see what happens. I have no idea how this is going to go down. To battle! And probably to shenanigans as well. Okay, so the Gateway Network is the Herald's tactical superiority. They can move their ships with... they can open gateways, and we're going to jump right into the heart of the Iconian Gateway Network, because that isn't suicidal at all. The research ships open the gateways, the Heralds restore the force, and then we need to protect the ships and then enter the sphere. Then we need to destroy any forces protecting the gateway, and then we need to disable the sphere. Terrific. This is going to be interesting. So we have 1 Vulcan research vessel in right flank. We actually have a Gorn one as well. As well as 2. Okay, so that's a 2-2 split by the looks of it. And we're opening up with Bolton Raiders, whatever those guys are. We have incoming. Torpedo spread, surgical, and let's get to killing. Gateways to... Ah, there we go. Energy gateway. What is that? Yoink. Can't target it for some reason, but let's just blow up the Vonf. Probably helps if I'm not teleporting all over the place. Okay, and pop one. He went down. Viral probe. Down you go. Seen you. I'm not having my replicators go crazy, thank you very much. Cast cruiser. Interesting. And give you beta and a high yield. Not going to matter very much. He's gone. And another cast cruiser as well. Ooh, DS9. That's kind of shiny. Read on that. And yeah, Hobus. Okay, so vessels remaining 3 of 6. Let's loop over quickly. So that's definitely going to be a 3-3 split. And the research vessels are trying to hold the gateways open for us. Right. Dump it out. Target subsystems at AP Omega. You know how this goes. Pop, 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 pop. And pop, 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 pop. There we go. Boom. The hells are destroyed. Get to a gateway and enter the sphere. Ships incoming in 3, 2, 1. Enter gateway. And that's... yeah, that's the fluidic space transition we saw earlier. Okay, what do we... oh boy. Ships incoming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Herald forces, I'm assuming they're using the Alachi as placeholders. Stop the Herald forces before they reach the gateways. Oh, great, it's a point defense mission. Gateway opening at 4 o'clock. We have incoming. Go to Impulse. In fact, you know what? Okay, this is interesting. Prevent them from opening for the next 3.5 minutes. Alright, all stop. Red matter out. Torp spread. High yield. And fire everything. You shall not pass, as the saying goes. Oh, wow, they're throwing EMP at us. Nice. Okay, that's interesting. Also, I'm taking a beating from something. Okay, dump the emergency repairs. I have no idea what some of that stuff was doing. Ow, 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 ow. You're kidding, they opened a solar flare on me. That's just nasty. Oh, that's a nasty, nasty trick. Gateway opening at 1 o'clock. I imagine this is how you can lose it in Advanced or Elite. Oh, damn. Literally, if they're going to dump the concentrated essence of a sun onto you. Okay, time remaining. Looks like you're going to need to have a lot of concentrated DPS at this point. Then again, science vessels may well have something to play with here, because they're going to be able to dump... Come on, die. Thank you. They're going to be able to dump gravity wells and such like to rapidly shut down opposing options. Gateway opening at 9 o'clock. Okay, so it's a single wave. And then gateway opening at 9 o'clock. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? No, you don't. We'll just kill you first. Science vessels, I think, are actually going to have a nice little niche in this one, because they're going to have a lot of positional control. They can basically shut down and disrupt a single attacking wave while the escorts deal with it. Okay, gateway opening at 6 o'clock. Let's loop around. Come on, give me impulse. There we go, thank you. Give. Right, I'm also going to temporarily load in tractor repulsors for much the same reason. Yes, I know people hate it, but under the circumstances it would seem to be an excellent idea to have it on spec. Right, now then, 1 Vonf battleship. Fire everything and repulsors away. Okay, so you can give even a battleship a shove. And what the hell was that? Ow, 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 ow. Burn, 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 burn. Okay. Evade, 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 evade. Boom! Ouch! Okay. Total damage history. What are they throwing as anti-proton arrays? Interesting. Okay, they're actually upping the difficulty. Looks like Mark 14 gear might be the way to go with this. Certainly Mark 12 gear in an amateur is not a good option. 15 ships destroyed, 11 escaped. Concentrated firepower might well be the way to go here. As before, lock onto that EMP probe. We'll start by shooting that down. Boom. And then full brake. Tractor repulsors away. Let's shove them back. And then just target forwards. Keep a spread going. And they have got some very nasty forward guns, I'm thinking. Not a good place to be. Okay. Ouch! These guys are nasty. Then again, perhaps that's as it should be. This is meant to be a solid counter to DPS bias. We need to stop the Herald attack on the Allied space. Get through that gateway. Which gateway would that be? The one the mission objective is pointing to, I assume. Also, just try to fix everything up quickly. There we go. There we go. Gateway, gateway, gateway. Come on. Okay, through the gateway. I'm assuming it's the big blue swirly thing. And yoink! Perhaps make that an automated thing if you hit proximity. Because I can see some problems starting if people go for the gateway and then don't go through. And what have we got here? Defeat Herald forces. Fine, let's just get to killing. Von's battleship, what are they coming with? Torpedo spread. And come on, what's their hit points like at normal? Okay, that looks like a nasty little variation on Subnuke. Terrific, they're really loading up on the control powers, aren't they? Okay, load up some more damage. Get the intelligence drone out. Fire everything. High yield as well. Boom scheme. Going to quickly finish off a CAS cruiser. And oh look, they've got some more coming in. Command ships defeat. Oh right, so this is basically a straight... Holy hell, what was that? Okay, so you know how I was saying that that warp core breach save wasn't gonna be a major thing on the pilot tree? Yeah, maybe it is. Okay, back through the gateway. Lock onto the CAS cruiser. And that was just the cruiser, by the way. I dread to think what the command vessels are going to be like when they go up. Speaking of which, 209,000 on normal at level 60. So that's not too shabby. Let's just go for Omega and then rejam. Okay, so that's fine. Solar gateway, kill it fast. Subspace gateways look like they're, again, mini turrets of some description. Nasty touch, really. Keep your artillery safely away, and then just smack through, fire through a subspace gateway. Ouch! These guys love subspace. Yoink! Come on, got you. Die, 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 die. AP Omega and top spread. Oh, no you don't! No you don't! Ow! Oh, right. So we're looking at antiprotons and transphasics. And wowee. I'm getting my ass kicked here. This is good. This is actually a decent challenge. I'll take this. Okay, so respawn. Let's go again. Thank God this isn't advanced. Okay, here we... Yay. Spread. Omega brace. Beta, evade, 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 evade. Oh, right, they're throwing out ionic turbulence as well, just to make sure you really can't maneuver freely. These people hate escorts, don't they? They've clearly been watching and learning. Then again, they're Iconians, it's what they do. Fire everything. Yoink, yoink. Yeah, very definitely a good idea to have a science vessel along. And a couple of solid tanking cruisers as well. Oh, wow. This is normal, I remind you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might skip advance for a little bit. Then again, you rank these guys up. The warp core explosions will take them out to a large extent. Okay, welcome to playing with the big boys, I think has to be my conclusion. So, oh wait, we've no new wave coming in. It's only 3 waves by the look of it. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Energy levels in the sphere rising. Check it out. Enter the gateway for the next phase. This can't possibly be a bad sign. Enter the gateway. What fresh horror awaits us? Okay, defeat Herald flagship, in this case a Shassar Dreadnought. Okay, which means that that's a placeholder ship most likely. Ah, that's why I'm doing sucky damage. I had this thing rigged for speed testing. No wonder things were bad. Right, so lock forwards and then get out of the way. You'll need to shut the gates down or we won't be able to destroy it. Fine. Yike! Okay, break clear. Go for AoE. Rig for Omega. Open fire. That's more like it. Die, you little sods. Okay, close the gateway. Okay, interrupts if you take fire or open fire. So if you'll excuse me, we're just going to get rid of that high yield torpedo and then we're going to close the gateway. Come on. Yeah, well, close the gateway, okay, and that's pulled the plug on you, matey boy. Now, are you taking power from anywhere else? I think it's just the closest gateways, and the network is disabled, so they killed it off anyway. So what do we have? Science Rescue, 90 marked, Iconian Resistance mark package. Let's just grab that, and a normal R&D queue. Acknowledge the report, and then let's leave. Okay, so that's reasonably solid. Going to have to seriously tweak things. It didn't help that I was toddling through the entire map rigged for speed rather than firepower, so that was pure suckage on my part. Okay, let's have a look at reps. See if there's anything. Iconian Resistance? No. Pity. Oh well. At least we now know what the new faction's going to be called. Also close the inventory. As I say, I'm not a massive fan of the plain battleship grid. Whoa. That's a bug. It's very specific. It's okay. There's some lighting issues between the Alonso and the battleship grey of the Delta, aren't there? Okay, that's interesting. Just a little bit of problems with the text. I don't know. Is it that the Delta is painting over the existing set? That's interesting. Let's, you know what, let's go back to graphics options. What happens if we just lose post-processing? No, that made no difference. SSAO. Nope, sod all. Show high detail world, hardly. Full detail, nope. That's very much a ground thing. Effects, lighting, lights, shadows, highlights, but well, I can't think of anything else that would obviously be causing unless we decided to turn down the visual effects, but that requires a restart if memory serves. Oh no, it's updated as you change it. So, reflections off. Ah! Aha! I think we may have found our culprit. Yeah, I think it was either Taco or Thomas who made the note that he'd gone through all the stars. There were basically now 5 categories and potentially 5 colours, so they had something like 25 different possible stars, or I think it may even have been more than that for their stars. So all they had to do now was specify the type and the size and the colour. Okay, GPU acceleration, I won't leave that off. Let's try reflection quality at low. Okay, so it's the reflections. There is something very weird going on with the way the game is handling reflections. Potentially Drazana? I'm not sure. Okay. No matter. Let's get back in and kill some more Iconians. Okay, we have a better idea of what's going on now. So, come on boys and girls, let's get this show on the road. Once again. I'm probably going to die hilariously again, but that's by the by. 30 seconds. I suppose it makes that last line makes more sense when you realise that it's a Klingon running the SDF. We will either succeed or die trying. Either way, we win. Yeah, I'll go with the first option personally, but that's just me. Right then, welcome once again to the Herald Sphere for the second time on normal. So, the plan is the same. This is a dangerous mission. We are almost certainly going to get killed. In particular because there is what appears to be a gigantic two-dimensional cloud behind us and we've warped in facing God knows where, doing God knows what. Okay, and still getting those weird red reflections. Okay, I think we can rule out Drazana as being the root cause there. It's something to do with the way the texture mods and the reflections are interacting. Anyhow, Herald forces inbound to the killing. And we'll start by packing you all up with a gravity well, load up the spread, and begin with the ownage. You can have some Nadion bombs to start you off. There we go. That is more like it. They're folding a bit more rapidly this time. Class cruiser, 167,000 at 60 normal. So that's pretty typical stuff. Boomski once. Viral probe. No, you don't. No, you don't. Remember the Yamato, ladies and gentlemen. Always kill the viral probes. What are those chasing? Not sure. Don't know, don't care. Okay, loop round. We have another viral probe to shut down. Okay. Shut them down, then we'll just dump, as before, dump out gravity well, run to reinforce, break open all the other options, and whoa, okay, what have they just done there? Brace, 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 and we'll just go to rock and roll for a second. No, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't. Scrape the shields, scrape the shields. Pale blue artifact there. Normally, if it's temporary hit points, you get a pale purple instead. What have we got here? Lone Wolf. No, I'm not using that at all. Right, spread on that, and then reinforce. Emergency power to engines. Ow, 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 ow. Shield team out. Damage resistance out, and boom. Okay, still very dead. Has it done something to reset my UI? I'm not sure. Vessels remaining 1 of 6. Owie! Oh dear, did we really lose? No, there's still one Destiny class science vessel there. Respawn that. Alright, energy gateway. I think these things are basically functioning like high strength turrets. Very vulnerable to kinetic damage by the fit. Then again, maybe not. That may just have been an effect of having very low weapon power after a respawn. High yield, AP Omega. Don't have rapid fire because of this build, sadly. Okay, and while we're at it, no, there's no point. 1 Vonf Likey. Okay, energy gateway. I'm wondering what that thing is doing. It looks like it's buffing the cruiser. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, we'll just grav well them up, lock them down, have a high yield torpedo. Yes, sons Iconians. There we go. And the Herald's probes are attached to the alternate subspace gateway again. Not going to find out what that's about to do. We'll shut it down hard. Bolton Raider. He gets a torpedo to the face. Another shield scrape. Loop around and done. The Hells are destroyed. Get to a gateway and enter the sphere. We seriously lost 5 of the 6 science vessels. Ouch. And yet we're down to 4 people in the team. I have not sure what's going on there. We'll just have to roll with it. Enter the gateway. Right then, here we are once again. The Herald Sphere. Now we're going to find out how much of a use the gravity well is on this thing. So, welcome to Grand Central Station, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep your hands and feet inside your starships at all times, and mind out for any incoming enemy vessels. I'm assuming they were meant to be exiting through a gateway at that point. Right, so loop back. Right, gateway opening at 5 o'clock. In come the hostiles as before. And this time around we'll jump in and we'll open up with gravity well to just pin everybody. The other thing I want to test is whether or not Tantalus Field will shut down the subspace gateway. So we'll loop in. Don't really want to get that close to a... Oh well, we lost... The EMPs were shutting us down hard anyway, so that's a bit of a problem. Okay, that could be tricky. They're not shy about barraging their intelligence abilities, and I'm still royally shut down from this EMP effect. Okay, give me spread, fire, open up with everything, and off we go. Come on, you're going nowhere, mate. Hail torpedo. Never until now I've realised how much I want to tractor beam. Come on, get after him. He's not getting away. The other groups can get away, he is not. Boomski. There we go. Gateway automatically shuts. What was that? Adaptive something something? No matter, you're not getting away either. Tractor repulsors. Shove him. Blast. Okay, so that didn't work. Gateway opening at 1 o'clock. Hard left. We'll pitch up. Get out of the way of that. 5 of 8. Ow, ow, ow. Not a great performance, but we are only on 4 people. Still, everything seems to be more or less working as intended, so... Pitch in the gravity well. Pitch in the Nadion bombs. And then just... torch thread and fire everything. Hammer them down. And no, you're not having your server gateway. I know what happened last time I let one of those get out of control. And it's not happening again. Drop dead. Thank you. Sods. Got to repair that. Okay, is he about to get through the gateway? Yes, he is. Right. Break in emergency evasives. Tractor repulsors. There we go. Ha! You do not get to escape that easily. And in this case, we've actually shoved him off to a safe distance, which is kind of handy. Okay, high break away. And quickly patch up the fluid. We'll have engineering team back in a second. There you go. Right. Yeah, positional control of some kind. It looks like it's going to be a must for this mission. Break right again. Lock on again. Right, I'm just going to charge in and fire my Tantalus Field. Let's see what this gets shut down. Goodbye! Doink, 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 doink. Okay. Right, I think that shut down a subspace gateway. So that's worth knowing. Okay, next problem is that we're going to gravity well. Recover that. Yoink, there you go. You're not getting away from us. And then we'll need to very quickly shut down this solar gateway or we're gonna fry. Yoink. Come on. Come on. Fire. Fire, damn you. Fire. Evade. Call in fleet support while we're at it. Okay, so it looks like the Iconian gateways and presumably the solar gateways count as subships for the purposes of things like the Tantalus Field. I'm not sure how much that will help with. Because generally, okay, we just hit the end of the timer, so break away. And they all disappear. Fine. Time to head for the gateway to the next step. Where is it? Over here. Yoink. They could probably make that more visible, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing obviously tied to a given gateway. Pete, what the... Oh, and then it also warps you anyway. Right, okay, that's interesting. So that's their anti-lazy sod option. Fair enough. Okay. And, yeah, it looks like the fight's already started. Wait a second. If he was 171 kilometers away, had he already walked out? Or are they gated out? And if so, how are they doing this on the map? That is most interesting. Boomski. Matter. Loop back. Tighten up again. Bring forth your gravity wells. And have some massed AoE fire. Bang, 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 bang. Also have Nadion bombs as well. I think you may be dead. Indeed you are. Right, so command vessel times. And now you regret firing off everything in that first salvo. Oops. Oh well. Okay. No matter. Full spread. Science team. And rebalance. AP Omega. Engine moving. Just keep things going. This really isn't an optimized build at all. Just slap another gravity well on them to keep them from spreading out. And then, as always, massed AoE fire. Because there's nothing like shotgunning 24 plasma torpedoes, or indeed photon torpedoes, to bring a warm feeling to the cockles of your heart. And for that matter, a rather dead feeling to the cockles of someone else's. Just keep it coming. All hands on deck kicking in hard and fast. Keep that going. We have got another temporary hit point boost coming in. Yeah, come on. Why am I not shooting for some reason? There we go. Fire spread. Boom. Command vessel comes down. That's the first one gone. Here comes wave 2. Yike! No, 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 no. All the nose. Ow, 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 ow. Come on, repair everything. Damn it. Ouch! Okay, needed a trajectory jump. Damn it. This is what happens when you go into battle with a set you aren't familiar with. 3, 2, 1. Yowie. Okay, let's try that again. Lose the solar gateway for a start. Red matter capacitor. There we go, let's got rid of you. That's dead. Kill the solar gateway. There's lots of stuff dropping out of visibility, which is a little bit depressing. I was really hoping Cryptic would get a handle on that. No matter, target the Vonf gravity wells so everyone gets sucked in, and you know how this next bit goes. Full spread, fire everything. Nadion bombs are just about back. You can have a full spread of those as well. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What did they just pop? Okay, crippling fire, gravity well, plasma leech, kinetic shrink. I'm not sure what they just did to get a rapid spread of near invulnerability there just for a second. And it doesn't matter because they're breaking away anyway. Okay, back through the gateway. Enter. Enter. I said enter the gateway. Oops. Okay, looks like I missed. No, come on, enter. Yeah. Ah, there we go, 175, 175. Okay, so let's start a countdown when the first player warps through the gateway. And then it just drags everyone else after them after a little while. Of course, that does mean you are automatically late to the party. Target the Dreadnought, or in this case more accurately, target the gateways that are fueling it. Chasseur Dreadnought. It's taking something of a beating at this stage. It really matters. I don't think it's actually that invulnerable, to be honest. No matter. These are -10, so they're nice, easy kills. You know what? I'm going to abuse Lone Wolf. Yoink. 100 Herald ships. Presumably at some point we will be the Air Vanquisher as well. And then we'll be, well, Darkness Champion. I don't know what the titles are going to be. We'll take a look at the journal in a second. Once this is done. Optional objective, time remaining. I'm guessing this is going to be one of the fail points on Elite to kill this. Pop. Okay, close the gateway. Okay, first plug is pulled. Did that make a significant difference? Well, they've still not killed it. Let's break away and shut down gateway number 2. We'll actually break past the Vonf. Close the gateway. I said close the gateway. There we go. All stop. Interesting here that that gateway is at 90 degrees to its support pillar, so that's a bit of a problem. That looks like it's the south-southeast gateway. Pop. There we go. Also no closing animation. They did say... Actually, that's a good point. A lot of the gateways now need to be rotated through 90 degrees, so that's still very much a work in progress thing. Close the gateway. I'm wondering if we couldn't just do this better by deepsing it down, but... no matter. Ah, there we go. They've killed it. Fine. So, how important it is to close the gateways, I think at this point remains to be seen. But we'll pick up some more Iconium resistance marks. Not that it really matters. This is trivial. And we'll just close it out from there.